Hi there, welcome to Twimbit. Hope you're having a great day. I'm sure all of you have used at least one generative AI tool like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, you name it. But the concerns of using these tools for work is that your data or your work may be leaked out and used for training new and newer models. So, with that, we've built an internal tool for all our employees to use and to supercharge productivity at work. So let me introduce you to Buddy. How do you get there? Open your favorite browser, go to buddy.com, and this is the first page you'll see. All you have to do then is sign up using your existing Twimbit credentials for you to get started. Once you've signed in, this is what you'll see. This is the Buddy homepage, where efficiency meets intelligence. Now, first of all, you'll see a very familiar interface. At the bottom, you'll have a small little chat window where you can message and ask Buddy any questions. On the left, you'll see a drop-down. Under this drop-down, there are multiple frontier foundation models that we can use that powers each of the questions that you ask. So Buddy can leverage multiple different models in a single session to answer your questions in the best manner. On the right, you'll see a search feature where if you click on it, you'll enable the web search function. So you'll increase the capability of Buddy to answer your questions with more relevant, up-to-date information on the web. Last but not least, you have a Think with Twimbit, which is our latest feature where we leverage our internal data across all our research content to answer your question better. For analysis work, or if you need to upload documents to give Buddy more context, you're able to do that and upload up to 10 files with a maximum limit of 25 megabytes each. For now, we're supporting PDFs, Word documents, images, text, and Excel files. On the top here, you also see 4 prefix prompts. So for you to get started, you can just click on any one of the prompts and you'll see a prompt immediately being fed to Buddy. For this example, you'll be learning about quantum computing, why it's important, and what are some next steps you can take to learn about this topic a lot better. On the left, you'll see a bunch of different chats. This is where all your history of conversations with Buddy will be displayed, and they are categorized by the time. You can shorten it and remove it from your view if you want using this drop-down list. And you'll notice a little tab on the top here that says Assistants. Now, assistants are custom versions of Buddy. The objective of creating a custom version is to ensure that it is able to help you with specific tasks that you need. So if you look here, I have created a few of my own assistants to help me in my work. I have a quiz maker for Twimbit Thursdays. I have an AI radar assistant, which helps me curate the AI radar report series. I have a PRD writer to help some of our clients create the perfect PRD. And I even have a project expert. Now, if I need to brainstorm, if I need to organize certain data, I would use this assistant to help me in my work. If you need pre-built assistants, you can check out some of the assistants that your other colleagues may have built. And the good thing about this is that you don't have to recreate your own assistants. You can just leverage off of assistants that have been built in the past. So there are a bunch of different assistants that you can explore from at the bottom. But if you don't find any assistant that would fit your use case, don't worry, because you can create your own assistants using this little tile on the top here. Once you click on this, you reach the Create an Assistant page. So here there are a bunch of different fields you can play from. So you can upload an avatar for the assistant, you can name the assistant, you can describe what the assistant is doing. You can choose the model for the assistants. So depending on the model that you choose, the assistants will have different capabilities, either to have reasoning, to have non-reasoning, to be able to search the internet, etc. Right? You also be able to upload knowledge documents. So if you need the assistance to always refer to a particular document or for it to have better context to serve your use case better, here is where you upload a document, which is similar to what you would do in the Buddy homepage. You can even set it out to private if you think your assistant is not ready to be shared with a wider community. And the most important part of this is this little tile on the top right, which is called system prompts. Now here is where you'll actually define how you want the assistant to act. Now for more information on how to create a system prompt, reach out to me, or if you see any resources online, you can also use those to guide your assistant's creation process. But as a start, all you need to do is tell the assistant what the objective is, what the output should be, and how you should act while creating the output. Once you're done, you can just simply click the Create Assistants button, and you'll be linked to any assistant that you created in the past under this little section here. Now, this is very important and super helpful in work, simply because you don't want to be able, or you don't need to retype prompts again and again for you to get the best output, because you already have it saved in an assistant. Now, those are all the features that we have currently. We're continuously building and improving the platform based on actual feedback from our employees. And if you have any, please feel free to reach out to me or the tech team, and we'll get right to it. That is all for today's video on Buddy. I hope you check it out, play around with the features. If you have any more questions about the platform or how best to use it, feel free to reach out to me or the tech team. Thank you.